Things They Taught You at the Corrections Academy by Carl R. Torsbens, former Deputy Warden and Trainer. This is a satire alert. When becoming a correctional officer, you need to remember to never ever take anything you learn for granted to be pure truth and a fixed element of scientific law of the reflection we call reality. Always be aware and prepared to go with the reality of working inside a prison by using those survival skills you acquired growing up and supplement them with a few unspoken or unlearned lessons in order to thrive successfully in such a predatory world. There will be times on the job when you will have to unlearn things in order to make better decisions to survive the dangers surrounding you and your fellow officers. Rule 1. The first rule you need to remember is to recognize and understand that those in control who are in charge of supervising you or your shift do not know all the answers. If they were indeed as smart, intelligent, and bright as they pretend to be, they would not be working inside of a prison and instead be happy and independently wealthy. Again, I warned you, this is a satire alert, but the rule number 1 is very true. Rule number 2, the second rule you need to remember is that most of your learning ends abruptly when you leave the classroom. Whether the classroom was in high school, the military, or college, or even a corrections academy, you need to adapt and realize from this point on you're learning the craft on your own and without any support mechanisms that are available to you 24/7. Learning how to adapt and overcome becomes a critical job skill. Rule number 3, the third rule is to remember that the best and brightest correctional officers always follow the rules and will be rewarded accordingly. Now, unfortunately, your supervisors will be rewarded greater, for they have their own set of rules to follow. This is most unfortunate for subordinates who do their jobs well, and won't receive the same credit or appreciation their supervisors will as rewards for their roles inside prisons. Rule 4, the final rule to remember is, as a correctional officer, that everything you have read in the books, in the policies, or any document provided to you for learning or performance purposes is written because they say and presented to you as training and learning, and is always true, not. Remember, written items have biases and opinions. It suits the writer's needs and not the reader's needs. Reality check is be smart. Look for multiple sources for references and don't depend on a single source to make your decision. When in doubt, ask your supervisor, who should know the answer. Remember, you're part of a team and there is no I in team. Share your concerns and discuss options available according to your policies, training, and sometimes instinct. A reality check, a little bit of satire, material sources used for adaptation in the corrections system. Thank you.